I watched a judge silently walk out of court after hearing a social worker suggest returning 5 children to their abusive mother. His ruling when he returned changed my view of our justice system forever. I witnessed a judge walk out of his own courtroom without a word after a social worker suggested reuniting 5 children with their mother who had already lost 4 to the system and was using drugs while pregnant with her 5th. When he returned 15 minutes later, his ruling left everyone in tears, Parrott including himself. I was observing family court for my social work degree when Judge Raymond Mercer, known for his stoic demeanor and 30-year reputation for never showing emotion, presided over what seemed like routine child welfare cases. The first case involved 2 children whose grandmother had been granted temporary custody. Their mother was serving 25 years for killing their baby brother and initially trying to blame it on her 6-year-old. Despite this, the grandmother had been facilitating weekly phone calls between the children and their mother. When questioned, the grandmother appeared genuinely confused about the problem. She's still their mother. They need to maintain their relationship. Judge Mercer leaned forward. Ma'am, do you understand your daughter was convicted of murdering their sibling and tried to frame one of these children for it? His voice remained measured, but carried unmistakable intensity. Yes, but family is family, she replied for a brief moment. Judge Mercer closed his eyes. When he opened them, he delivered a clear warning. These calls stop today. One more action that prioritizes your daughter over these children's well-being, and I will place them with a different guardian. Do I make myself absolutely clear? The second case involved a mother named Jessica who had lost custody of 4 children ages 2 to 8 due to severe neglect related to methamphetamine addiction. She had appeared before Judge Mercer twice before Parrott, once high during the hearing itself. Now she was 7 months pregnant with her 5th child and had tested positive for methamphetamine 3 times during this pregnancy. The state was seeking termination of parental rights for the 4 children already in foster care. What should have been straightforward, what should have been straightforward, took an unexpected turn when the newly assigned social worker made her recommendation. Your Honor, if Jessica completes rehab before delivery and maintains custody of her newborn for 6 months, we believe she should regain custody of all her children. Clean eye families together should be our priority. The courtroom fell silent. Judge Mercer's expression didn't change, but something in his eyes did. Without a word, he stood up, removed his glasses, and walked out through the door behind the bench. 15 minutes passed in confused silence. When he returned, his face was composed but slightly flushed. In my 3 decades on this bench, he began, his voice slightly hoarse, I have seen children return to dangerous homes because we prioritized parental rights over child safety. I have attended the funerals of 3 such children. He turned to Jessica. I am ordering daily drug testing effective immediately. You will complete inpatient treatment before and after delivery. Your newborn will be placed in temporary custody with supervised visitation only. If you maintain sobriety for 1 full year and complete parenting classes, we will revisit custody of all your children. Looking at the social worker, he continued, they are not practice attempts at parenting. Each deserves safety from their first breath. As he delivered his ruling, a single tear ran down his cheek. Parrott so unexpected in this formal setting that several people gasped audibly. This court stands adjourned, he said, his voice breaking slightly outside the courtroom. I overheard a clerk tell another observer, in 30 years, I've never seen him cry. Never seen him leave the bench. Those children just became real to him in a way I've never witnessed. 2 years later, I became a child welfare attorney. When cases seem hopeless, I remember Judge Mercer's tears, parent proof that even within rigid legal systems, there are people who see children as more than case numbers, because some in our justice system view children as extensions of their parents' rights. Others recognize them as individuals whose safety transcends all other considerations. I know which perspective guides my work every day.